Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today, man. We got another body on body cam for y'all today, man. Today's body cam, we got Fondler gets caught in front of his dad. So you fondling feet in front of your dad.
How you even? What?
You know what foot fondler is, right?
Yeah,
you basically got foot fetish.
I know what that is. Yeah.
So, you know.
But I said how? Like in front of your like what?
And what we doing? Where you getting?
Like where you at? We outside? We in front? We in the house?
We outside.
It's a little strange, but okay.
We're going from looking at his feet. What? All right, this is weird, bro. Hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals.
Like it with a thumbs up.
It got you discombobulated.
No,
That's what it is.
I'm all over the place.
Hey, also, if you enjoyed today's, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Definitely do that.
Join the family, join the fun. I am exhausted, but we're going to get through. Just
breathe.
One video at a time. Just one video at a time. Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about, man.
We're going from feet.
Did she say going from little feet? Oh, looking at feet.
I don't know why the video jumped.
I don't know why I did that.
We're going from looking at feet, looking at shoes, stealing some shoes, and now we're touching people and breaking into their rooms.
The big thing that I got going on, it's like a foot fetish, you want to call it.
So entering their rooms and touching their feet and legs, that's this step. What would be the next step after that?
What started out as a burglary turned into a nightmare for multiple women on what should have been a relaxing 4th of July.
Not you breaking it. One, you go from like looking at it maybe online or looking at it in person, whatever the case, stealing shoes. Now you're breaking the folks' house, touching their feet and legs. Like, bro.
That's like the motherfucker be asking you for feet pics.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it like
you said. I'm gonna put it out there. It's my business. No.
Yes, it is. Yo, but, people have asked her. They watch us. Ask, hey, see how much would it cost for some feet pics? I swear. Am I lying?
But like she said, what's next? What would be your next step? He looking at her like yes. What would be your next step after a while? You like, okay, now I need to amp it up. What else you gonna do?
My biggest question is why? Like, what are you getting from? Is it the smell? You like the smell of feet? You like what is enticing you? Is it the toes?
I do be wondering, like, with people that have like different fetishes and stuff. Like, never mind.
July weekend. A resort nestled on the coast of Lake Tahoe, Nevada, became the center of this bizarre crime spree during the nights of June 30th and July 3rd, 2022. The events earned the assailant the nickname Foot Fondler. The escalating nature of his crimes leaves investigators asking what drove him to commit these strange acts, and what was he planning to do next?
I don't know why I would do it. It was really stupid.
Do you think you'll be able to stop?
It's August 1st in the residential neighborhood of Atwater, California, where two investigators with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office have traveled over 200 miles to serve a fugitive warrant. Nearly a month after the incidents that terrorized the residents of Lake Tahoe, the investigators prepare to question.
He was in the area for the 4th. They investigated, and the rest of the stuff happened later because he was there on vacation, probably.
That terrorized the residents of Lake Tahoe, the investigators prepare to question 26-year-old Mark Anthony Gonzalez, leading to an unusual conversation with disturbing insights and jaw-dropping revelations. The following footage has never been seen before.
Are you Mark?
Yes.
Hi, Mark. I'm Detective Jenkins. You're with partner Detective Schultz.
Okay. Hello.
Would you please come back towards you?
Pleasure. Good morning.
We're going to walk this way and have a conversation.
Okay.
So, Mark, the reason why we're here to to chat with you a little bit about your family vacation to Lake Tahoe around the 4th of July.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your vacation?
We just went over there to, have a good time 4th of July weekend. We just went over there to, we normally go every year, 4th of July. We went boating and just things like that. Wanted to have a good time. That's it. Nothing too big.
The officer is well aware that Mark's definition of a good time goes beyond boating on the lake.
Right.
But before she confronts him with what she knows, she first informs him of his Miranda rights. But Mark chooses to be anything but silent.
So I'd like to talk to you about some of your activities while you were up in Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
Okay. Specifically the rooms that you went into of the women and touching their feet. And before you tell me that you didn't do anything like that, I'm going to tell you this is your one opportunity to be straightforward with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that it was you because you left your fingerprints behind.
According to victim statements, on the nights of July 2nd and 3rd, Mark entered 2 separate rooms at the resort through unlocked sliding glass doors. One woman described waking up as her blankets were being lifted from her body, while another was awoken by the sensation of someone rubbing her legs and feet.
Wow.
The officers will soon confront Mark with more
Yeah, you know what comes later.
You know how scary that is?
Once you because you keep amplifying, right? Now you breaking in. Now you eventually...
Because it has gotten worse. You went
eventually it goes further.
Yeah.
And once that happens, it can continue to go further where you end up taking people's lives. You know what I'm saying? You got to nip that shit in the bud immediately.
That's crazy.
Disturbing details from these incidents. But for now, they continue to question him about his deranged motive.
So I don't understand why you did those things. I'm trying to understand. I've never met you. I don't know anything about you.
Yeah.
So can you kind of explain it to me?
Just out of dumbness. I don't know why I would do it. It was really stupid.
Well, and I'm sure you can appreciate 4th of July. There's a ton of women up there. Why those rooms? Why did you go into those rooms?
Every room looks the same. It was out of dumbness that I did it, and I don't know why I would do it. Just a stupid thing.
Okay.
But
how did you get into the rooms? I mean, how did you just, pick the room or decide?
Well, because every room looks the same. I honestly did think they were like the rooms that I was supposed to come back into, but they all look in that resort like they're all the same room and stuff. But
he playing that.
You already done said it was dumb.
And it's in a resort, so even though every room might look the same, that's not the same key to every room.
Right.
So why you can't use that dumbass excuse because you went in through the back way? Why are you going in through the back way?
Facts.
That don't make any sense. If the room you think you believe you're supposed to be in, why not access it from the front?
Facts.
I just went in just through the back.
Mark can't seem to decide whether he entered their rooms by mistake or if he had a more nefarious purpose. Thankfully, the officer gives no attention to his excuse.
So you went in, and then the ladies explained to me that you were rubbing their legs and their feet. What's the deal with that?
Just a dumb thing that I have. It's like a little fetish thing that I got going on.
I don't know you, so explain
dumb.
it to me. Just explain it to me. No judgment.
so
No zero judgment.
It's
Okay.
like a big thing that I got going on. It's like like a foot fetish, you want to call it.
Okay.
And it's stupid. I know
Have you done anything like this before?
No.
Mark is quick to deny it, but as it will soon be revealed, this isn't the first time his self-described foot fetish would land him in hot water with the police.
Wow.
For now, the officer attempts to figure out his state of mind and learns something that may suggest Mark's crimes are escalating.
What was the draw, or what was exciting about it for you? Was it the feet themselves? Was it the excitement of the I shouldn't be doing this? What was the deal with that?
Honestly, I really don't know. It's just like wanting to go the next step, Just, I don't know.
What's the...
Wanting to go to the next step.
I guess that is his next step for now, because he went from pics, looking at feet, stealing shoes, and this is the next step for him. Then what's the next step after that?
And what's the next step after that? And the next step after that?
Like you're gonna keep amplifying your little fetish
until the fetish turn into something more forceful.
That is our...
No.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm saying, yeah.
First step.
Well, just like watching
I hear you say
things.
that you have a foot fetish. Okay, what
Yeah.
kind of stuff do you watch?
Just like dumb, like just random,
Like
stuff
regular...
that.
Or is there like, I don't know,
It's
is there like
it's just
foot?
regular. It's just, well, there is, but I just normally just do the regular.
Have you ever done anything like that, like stolen shoes, taken shoes,
No,
anything
no.
like that?
I bought in shoes from women and
Women's
stuff, like
shoes.
online and all that.
The officer isn't simply making an educated
These are the type of people that be hitting you in your DM. See, they do, like, there are men who want to buy women's shoes, they heels, they smell them, they want to buy the socks that you wear, and they'll tell you don't wash them. I want them without you washing them. I want to still smell you. And women be, it's just some shoes. They be so passive, like, it's just some shoes. Like, if I can make some money off of them, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women who have foot pages that they're using to monetize. Mm-hmm. And they make money. But I'm like, is that not scary, dog?
I know someone who does it.
Well, foot? You don't know nobody.
I do know. So I don't know if she still does it, but she was doing it, yes.
You never. I got a couple people you got to tell me about, and I can't even remember everything.
I got a couple people I need to tell you about.
I said, I got a couple people you need to tell me about. I said, you haven't, her? Mm-hmm. I said, it's a couple people you need to tell, because you said you know somebody else to do something else in another video.
What? Yeah, you have to tell me, then I
guess about his activities. While she's keeping her awareness of Mark's history close to the vest for now, she'll soon explain what she knows about the case in shocking detail. In the meantime, as Officer Jenkins continues to question Mark, Officer Schultz decides to call in for backup to prevent an uncomfortable situation from unfolding when a family member begins watching the encounter from a distance.
Hey, could you ask a unit to meet us over here? Yeah, we're going to be doing that here shortly. So we just, like for black and white, we got a family member that's out here just for a cover for us.
See, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea why I would do that. It's just like a thing that I have going on. And I know it's not the right thing, but I don't know.
Unfortunately, no, it's not. Have you spoken with someone about?
I've spoken to a therapist, but like,
what have you
it's
learned?
been a while.
Okay.
A few things. How to try to cope with it, wear a little, wristband and stuff to kind of cope with that situation.
While the use of a wristband is a documented tactic used by some psychologists to mitigate unwanted behaviors, it's interesting to note that Mark...
Don't they use that and they pop themselves when they feel like it?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Mark does not appear to be wearing one.
When you say you wear a wristband to like...
Well, just like, if I do get into that stage, I'll normally, try to wear it and it'll snap me out of things doing, weird things like that.
Have you been doing weird things like that for some time?
No, just watching, like I said, watching just kind of copes with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what to deal with it.
Yeah.
How long have you had the foot fetish?
Honestly, like more than 7 years.
Okay.
It's been a while.
7 years, damn.
26, right?
26,
okay.
Yeah.
So before you were an adult?
Yeah.
I'm
like, how
18,
did
he's an adult. 7 years, that's 19. He is an adult at 19. Let's stop downplaying ages. In the U.S., you're 18, you consider an adult. I can go to jail for adult crime. I am an adult at 18. Quit downplaying these people. That's one issue I have with, you know what I'm saying? They pick and choose. Certain people are still kids when they're 19, 20, 21, to 2, to 3. Are you still a kid? But certain people, you're 18, they'll tell you, you're 17, you're old enough.
Well, I guess
people just like have their own thing, Like,
yeah.
I guess
what's
that's
the first time that you remember having like a thing for feet? Like, how did you discover it?
I honestly have no idea. I think I might have seen something that I liked during watching something like that, and it just stuck with me for a while. Yeah, it just never went away.
After gaining some insights into Mark's compulsions, the officer circles back to the incident that brought them to his front door and refers to an earlier statement he made that has some deeply unsettling implications.
You know that you have this foot fetish, and then this was because you wanted to, I think you said, take the next step.
Yeah.
So entering their rooms and touching their feet and legs, that's this step. What would be the next step after that?
Well, I mean, I'm not too sure. Just something going on with like
was there more that you were wanting to do that you didn't?
No.
Please forgive me.
And I guess the next steps in him is like the next step of his interest or his what. because there's no like planned steps. It's just whatever the next step of his, they can get him to release his thrill or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not a definite next step where he could be like, oh, this is the next step of the, but it's whatever his desires become, and he at next step for him to act upon those desires. But it's all weird. What you think?
Very. It's very weird. Like,
why wouldn't be going
people
out here? They get their manis every 2 weeks. Well, no, it's their petties. My bad.
Yeah, petties.
They get their petties every 2 weeks. They make sure they, you know what I'm saying. They get all the toe rings. I don't know. They put their heels on. They bummy everything else on top, but they got it'd be like in the video clapping their feet.
That's it, you know.
I don't know because I'm not a foot fetish person. I'm not.
I say you had a foot fetish. I just say you done seen the videos. I'll be seeing videos too.
Like you'll randomly see some stuff over on social media and stuff. It's just like they be like, and dudes be into it though. I just be like, bruh, oh Lord, feet stink.
People have so many. Some people hate feet. Don't want it to touch. Don't want nothing.
True.
And then some people have fetishes. True. There's all type of weird fetishes. That
I don't like feet, but I don't mind like rubbing your feet. But you my wife, and I will rub your feet. You know.
Yeah.
I don't have a foot fetish, but I rub my wife's feet. I just rub them because I know, and I'll try to massage them. Like the other day, you said, "Ooh," you said you hear so.
Let's go, child.
But that's just spending time together. He said he ain't never stole no shoes. You done stole some shoes before. You done snuck. You done went to Walmart, bro. We be seeing some things about people with fetishes at Walmart that be weird. You remember folks being in Walmart just taking photos of people?
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure he done went to like a Walmart or something, took photos of women feet that's in flip flops or something. Came home. I bet you in it.
The personal nature of my questions, and I know it might be awkward talking to a female. If you prefer to talk to me,
it's fine.
I appreciate your honesty. I do. No judgment from me. Okay, no matter what we talk about.
You just keep trying to
zero
downplay.
judgment. Okay, we all have our stuff, right? Yes. When you were in the rooms with the women, there was some thought that perhaps you were in the women's rooms.
No, just watching, touching.
Watching, touching yourself.
Yeah.
Huh?
She just said, "Were you?"
I know. I seen it. Yeah.
Okay, no matter what we talk about, zero judgment.
Yeah.
Okay, we all have our stuff, right?
Yes.
When you were in the rooms with the women, there was some thought that perhaps you were in the women's room.
No, just watching, touching.
Watching, touching yourself.
Yeah.
So yes, you were.
You like I wasn't like going full force with it,
but it's still
considered.
If you're touching yourself while doing that is what you're doing.
To like wake up to some random stranger
looking at your feet, rubbing
in
on
your
your feet,
room, touching touching your body,
himself.
period, and you're doing that, like, bro.
I'm telling you, what's the next step?
Okay.
Either he gonna use your feet to pleasure himself, or he gonna, you know what I'm saying?
That's scary, bro.
Very scary.
Okay, touching yourself. Okay.
No, just watching then.
Nope.
You already said yeah. What you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Mark struggles to get his story straight, and the officer isn't buying it.
I wasn't even sure if she was a woman, to be honest with you. Like, I just went in there and, just, like, out of dumbness, just...
And Mark, this is the part where...
Boy, you got...
Mark.
Let's just let Mark talk his ass into the lock.
Honest with each other, okay? I don't think that you went into a random room. I don't think that you're into guys' feet.
No.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think you're into guys' feet.
Yeah.
So I think that you probably knew that it was a woman, and I'm not judging you, okay?
I really didn't know, like, because it was so dark.
So did you just randomly start checking doors and find one that's unlocked, or what?
Yeah.
How many times do you recall doing that? Obviously, I know the answer, but I'm going to see if you can be honest with me. How many times do you recall doing that? Going into a woman's room, rubbing her feet and her legs, or trying to.
This is the only first time I've done it there.
Mark's heavy emphasis on the word "there" is troubling to say the least, and begs the question: was it really his first time?
When you were up in Tahoe, I understand that. How many times while you were there?
Just twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you try to get into another room, but the door was locked? It was actually 3 times.
Just once that I went in.
Okay.
For the one that was open.
This would turn out to be a lie. Mark may have been stopped due to one locked door, but it did little to slow him down, as he brazenly broke into not one, but 2 other rooms.
Okay,
Yeah.
you went in the ones that were open. Okay, so 2 times, and then only went in the ones that were open.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you kind of hit the nail on the head going into a woman's room without their permission, touching them without their permission. That's a crime. I'm sure you understand that.
Yeah, I don't know why I would do it. Like I said, it's like stupid.
No, I hear you. I hear you what you're saying, and it sounds to me like this is something that you've been kind of battling for some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Are
been a
your
while.
parents aware of the struggle that you
They
have?
are.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Do they
he
know
in
what you
therapy
did in
for
Tahoe?
real.
Did you tell them?
They do.
Okay, when did you tell them?
Well, they found.
You think he told? Oh, he said they found out. Do you think they really know?
No, because why would you come back and be like, hey, Dad, I broke into... Hey, Dad and Mom...
No, he said they found out.
But how?
Unless they investigated
unless
him.
they, like, probably...
Had already investigated him, but not followed up. And they was able to leave.
Yeah, maybe so. So probably...
Yeah, maybe that's... Got a side out his ass.
I didn't tell them.
Oh,
They found out.
how did they find out?
My sister told them, hey, there's this thing going on over there.
And then they figured it out.
Yeah, because
Through the
my
news.
past. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your sister saw the news?
Yeah.
Kind of called you out on it?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, why didn't you call me? Why you make me drive all the way?
So it's already was reported, and the sister saw the news. And so the sister ended up telling the parents because they know that's your... But
and
also,
around the time, they know this is...
So keep your own.
You said what?
But also, like 9 times out of 10, the suspicion, you breaking into those two women room, that was not your first time breaking into somebody's room.
Right, that's why he stated.
Home.
Right, because when he was like, yeah, that was my first time doing it there, with the emphasis there. So where else have you done it? You know what I'm saying?
And if y'all know he typically do this shit when it came across the news, y'all knew it was his ass because it was the same time y'all was there.
Same time, yep.
Here, why don't you call me? Come on now.
Scared.
I know, I get it. I get it. And I understand where you're coming from. And unfortunately, you are going to have to be held accountable for your crimes. Okay. So I have a warrant for your arrest. Okay.
Okay.
I do appreciate your honesty. Thanks for the conversation. I think that goes a long way to speak to the kind of man that you are.
Yeah.
A lot of guys would just stand here and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The discussion between Mark and Officer Jenkins is far from over, as he has more jaw-dropping confessions to share. In the meantime, Mark's father has seen the handcuffs go on and has finally decided to get closer to the situation.
Dad's coming up behind you. Do you want me to inform your dad of what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Hugo. Hi. So he informs me that he's already spoken with you about the things that he did in Tahoe.
What he did.
While Mark's father claims to be...
Oh, shit.
Mark,
now-
does the father really not know, or Mark really?
But y'all know what he's into, and y'all been possibly been protecting. Yeah. He been barking his ass off, but y'all probably been protecting him instead of 100% holding him accountable for the shit.
Yeah,
He can't go out and be freely on vacation and all this shit. Like he's not the type of person that can be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
unaware of the events. What he says next reveals he knows more than he's letting on.
So he entered the rooms of multiple women. So I have a warrant for his arrest. There's 4 different charges. 2 are burglary, which is a felony in the state of Nevada.
Which he didn't steal anything.
It doesn't matter. Burglary is not stealing.
Burglary in the state of Nevada is defined.
Which he didn't steal anything, because y'all already knew.
You already know, yeah. He knew.
But breaking and
Like you
entering,
said,
it's a felony charge.
So that part, like as far as like, oh, the sister informed, it was on the news. So yeah. He was telling the truth on that part. Y'all already know.
Y'all know what he into. Y'all know what he does.
And I get it. It's your child. You want to try to protect your child, but your child's out here doing some
But when your
wild
child's
stuff.
a shit motherfucker,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he a grown man.
That part.
Anything?
It doesn't matter. Burglary is not stealing.
Burglary in the state of Nevada is defined as entering any structure with the intent to commit larceny, assault, battery, or any other felony once inside.
Touching another person's body against their will is a battery. Okay? So that's included in the statute of burglary. Okay? And then battery and attempted battery. So there's 4 different charges. I'm sorry to, it sounds like he's been struggling with this for quite some time. So unfortunately, I believe he's escalating a little bit. I know he's already seeing a counselor, is what he told me, but he hasn't in a minute. Maybe we need to revisit that. But
I don't like the dad just keeps it. That's very passive. Whatever you got to say. We'll deal with it when we deal with it, because he's 26.
Right.
He's a grown ass man.
It's a grown man.
He needs to be held accountable for the actions he does. Yeah. Weird ass.
that's what's going on. So he just asked that I kind of fill you in, and so I wanted to fill you in.
I kind of noticed that when you were talking, you were trying to get him to admit something like a type of charge, like something that has to do.
No, she wasn't.
No, so he has priors here. I don't know if you're aware of his history with Atwater Police Department or Merced County Sheriff's Office. He has prior contacts, and during those contacts, their cases, there was some information given to me that maybe he had been after taking some women's shoes or touching himself.
According to the Atwater Police Department, Mark was suspected of stealing women's shoes from porches and garages in his neighborhood, leading to one sergeant giving him the nickname, the Shoe Bandit. But this won't be the only shoe-related incident, as a report will reveal later.
I do think that he has a fetish that's kind of got the better of him, and he's having some decision-making issues, and it's escalating. We're going from looking at feet, looking at shoes, stealing some shoes, and now we're touching people and breaking into their rooms, right?
While Mark waits in handcuffs, the second unit Officer Schultz requested has still not arrived.
Hey, it's Schultz from Douglas County again. Hey, just want to let you know we're code 4 with one in custody. Could one of your units transport him for us, or do we need to transport him to your facility? There's a 20+ ETA. We're 14 minutes out from the facility. We want to just go.
Yeah, I can see. You want to just put him in the front? Yeah, that sounds good.
While letting a suspect sit in the front seat beside the arresting officer is unusual, it's the following conversation that takes place between the two that will surely raise a few eyebrows.
You're not going to attack me while I drive, right? No. Well, you say that, but I've had people attack me while I was driving, so I just want to make sure that that's not a deal. No, you've been a perfect gentleman, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Left at the stop sign.
Left?
Left.
All right, you be my driver. He's promised he's not going to attack me while I'm driving.
You know, his way to the fucking precinct.
I left at the...
You know why? He's there a lot.
What?
So up here?
Where's the police station here?
Like the regular PD station?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I've been up here over 10 years.
So
and
you said the regular. What's another one?
I'm talking about the jail. I know where the county jail is. You used to work down from the jail. You remember you used to be at work in the county jail?
They used to be escaping, yeah. So that's
or they'd be getting out and walking past y'all.
No, they was escaping.
They weren't escaping. Sometimes they were letting them people out.
They was escaping.
And
one time they escaped, and we went on lockdown.
Yeah. That's the county.
Oh, so that's the
county jail.
That's the county jail.
But the actual police, I think, is downtown.
Oh, okay.
Thinking with my route, I'm just saying, like, I do think the police station downtown.
Okay.
The actual city police.
Okay.
But I don't know exactly. Matter of fact, I've seen them come. Like one night, I was coming when I was in school.
Oh.
I was coming from work, and I seen them pulling in. It's downtown.
Downtown, okay.
It's in that vicinity, and I saw the police. I guess they was coming transitioning, some going in, some coming out, and I seen a lot of police cars over there. And I was like, oh, that's where the police.
I feel like I know where it's at, but I'm trying to
I don't want to say because I don't know, but it's downtown.
Okay, gotcha.
But the county, you know where the
I know.
You know where the jail is, the county jail and stuff.
I mean, I don't know. People do silly things.
As the conversation continues, the questions from Officer Jenkins veer more and more into deeply unsettling territory.
If the women had woken up, do you Did you have a plan as to what you were going to do after that?
Just the same thing.
Just winging it?
Yeah.
Did you have a thought or a fantasy of how it might go in your mind?
No, not really. Yeah.
Did it bother you at all that, like, they were sleeping next to their husband?
Disturbingly, in both instances, the women were not alone. When one victim nudged her husband awake, he reported seeing a shadowy figure at the foot of their bed. After shouting at the unknown person, he then chased him through the sliding door, but lost sight of him shortly after.
What in the world?
That's weird.
I thought that, wow. I thought that maybe he had been watching the women throughout the day and seen that they was by themselves, and he was like, hey, and see what room they was going to.
But he still could have been watching women. Still could have been. Because you just don't randomly go into certain.
But I'm saying the fact that they like have significant others, and you like, I don't care. I got to get this off. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the reason why it's ramping up fast. It's ramping up fast that it's gonna potentially escalate to that one step. What the father said y'all were trying to insinuate is ramping up to that, but it's also ramping up to homicide.
I hope not.
Not specifically the husband, but that they were next to someone that have anything to do with it. But I guess, was it more exciting for you that way because it was a little more scary? Or
no, it's just the same.
So what part of it was exciting for you? Was it the entering the room secretly? Was it the actual feet and legs and being able to touch them? Or what was the most exciting thing for you?
Yeah, the feet and legs, yeah.
Not
entering or nothing like that.
Is there a particular type of feet or legs that you like?
Not really. Probably just like ones that are nice, nicely groomed. And like,
Why do you look at me?
Gotta stop grooming them feet, y'all.
You look at me
Gotta show them bunions off.
Is it women's feet, men's feet, all
Just
feet?
women's feet.
Just women's feet? Okay. I can't honestly say I've ever watched it. What would foot consist of?
Just doing it with the feet is all it is. It's nothing big.
So like with feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that.
All right. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, I've tried it.
How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah, you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
With a consenting partner?
Yeah. I guess that would help me out. Like,
If you had a consenting partner.
Yeah.
The officer's line of questioning is far from over, and there's still one important question about his behavior she has yet to ask.
Do you think you'll be able to stop? I mean, honestly.
If I have a partner, maybe. Yeah, of course.
Have you been in like a committed relationship where that was a thing?
No.
So you're not sure?
No. Okay. I've never actually done that.
I don't think he's gonna be able to get a girl
because
he's too aggressive with it.
Because that's what I was about to say. I'm like, just maybe find your partner that is okay and into that as well, and then you have your own feet that you can wake up to, go to sleep to, and you know what I'm saying? Just have her do different things with the feet.
But it's very hard to possibly for him to find a woman that will be. I'm saying hard for him.
Yeah.
Not that it's impossible, because you have women who like to thrive off of.
Yeah.
But most of the time with that situation, you're gonna have to pay somebody.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of money being wasted. So, is he able to? Honestly, is he probably going to do it again? Yes.
Yeah.
And breaking in somebody's home, he's probably going to do it again.
Dated or anything like that, or you looked for,
So just had encounters?
Yeah. Right now, what I'm doing is actually buying the shoes from the woman online, and that's kind of coping with my problem.
Okay.
After his identity in this case was revealed to the public, one woman came forward with a troubling story about an interaction with Mark on the website OfferUp.com. The truth of the matter has not been verified, and the statements made by this individual only reflect their opinion.
Yeah.
According to her statement, Mark was interested in purchasing a pair of high-heeled shoes from her, but first requested she put the shoes on and take pictures of her feet. She refused and immediately ceased all communication with him. 9 other postings on his seller profile showed that Mark was attempting to sell or give away various pairs of women's sandals, flip-flops, and high heels, which may be what prompts Officer Jenkins to ask the following question.
Is there a particular type of shoe that you like?
Open-toed shoes.
Okay.
Anything open-toed.
So
I'm not into the closed-toed or anything like that.
Okay. Right, so you got to be able to see the feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had the compulsion to hurt
No.
feet or anything like that? Or did you have any thought of hurting the women when you were touching their feet and legs?
No.
Okay.
Finally arriving at the Merced Police Department, the officers prepare to take Mark in for processing. Ironically, a routine procedure will end up giving Mark a taste of his own medicine.
Lift up the bottom of your feet so I can see the bottom? Yeah. Separate your toes for me? Perfect.
While it's impossible to know what Mark may have been planning to do next, it's clear that his unsettling obsession was taking a dangerous turn. Shortly after his arrest in Atwater, California, Mark Anthony Gonzalez was extradited to Nevada to face charges where the crimes occurred. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of felony burglary and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. In addition, Mark was ordered to pay the family's restitution in the amount of $435. He was later transferred back to his home state, where he remains incarcerated at the Substance Abuse Treatment Facility and State Prison in Corcoran, California.
So
He will be eligible for parole no sooner than February of 2032.
So he can get treatment.
Yeah.
Because he has a mental. 20 years?
Yeah.
Well, you might as well have stole some. I'm not doing 20 years for fucking
that's
feet.
Being held accountable.
Yeah.
You do it in a different state. You going to these different states, doing stuff, you better know the law.
So let me ask you this. Do you think they should allow him to, because he was convicted in Nevada, not in Cali. Do you feel like they should have allowed him to go back to California? Or do you think they should have said, no, you did the crime here, you're going to pay the crime here?
I would have to know the reason why y'all, was it
because it did sound like he was
treatment?
in an institution,
like
the treatment.
Yeah, like it's like maybe that's the best program, like something like that. Like I don't know. I have to know the reason before I could like answer that. But
True, yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, he not on the street, being able to live out whatever these fetishes is that he has, and probably do more.
Well,
yeah, once you get bored of one thing, you like, okay, I gotta do a little something else. So yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We out.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partner.